Hello, welcome. This is your daily tarot card reading, and it's a collective reading. It's the relationship reading because I've done, what have I done? I've done, what did I do? I did twin flame, then I've done the soulmate, and now I think we are on the relationship, just the normal relationship reading. And then the next one I'll do will be an abundance and health and wealth. So let's go into this relationship reading. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well. And this is a reading for the end of the week, Thursday, Friday. So we'll go into the energy. We'll see what the tarot is saying for Thursday, Friday. It's 5 o'clock here, dinner time, 5 p.m. and it's dark. So very dark all of a sudden. So let's see what we get. Tarot, please show us what we're getting here for our relationship. Now, this could be any relationship, so I'm not specifying in this reading. But it's just nice to go into the energy, nice to see what we get. Let's have a look. What is the tarot saying about the relationship, please? And thanks for subscribing and supporting. And if you do want to book in, you can just message me. Okay, here we go. So, okay, we've got some mixed energy here. Okay, probably not what you want to hear. We have got some mixed energy. We have. You've got someone here that's got depression. Okay, they've got some kind of low mood going on. Now, this person probably comes across like they're connected to themselves. That's the kind of the connected to self card. I think they're trying to connect with themselves, but I don't know if they really are. I think it could be a facade. I think it could be ego, because there is something quite egotistical about that card. 9 of Cups can be quite a bit on the smug side. Okay, it does come up as ego quite often. This person's got low mood. They're having some internal shifts and starting to see things very differently. Now, they're trying to be very brutal almost, you know, very sort of more aligned. Now, they're not trying to be cruel, but they may be quite cold. And it's because what they're trying to do is be boundaried, but their boundaries are almost too cold, like they're too hard. And what's actually underneath is that mentally they're not really very well. Okay. Now let's go into the next line of cards and see what we get. Sorry, it doesn't sound too good, does it? But let's see what we get. Okay, so now they have got the will and determination to sort themselves out here, believe it or not, because they've got the, you know, the will and determination with the Ace of Swords. Now, where they've been quite egotistical in the way that they've been quite selfish, doing their thing. Yes, on one level they're connecting to themselves, trying to learn how to do that, but on another level I think they're doing it in quite an ego type of way. They've got the Magician reversed. Now that's more of a surrendered energy, which is a good thing. Now they may be softening their energy a little bit and realising, you know, that they need to kind of open up a bit more to the universal energies. They're also realising that certain things are not going so well, and they're actually, in a way, being made to be a bit more humble. It's like Spirit is actually trying to, I don't want to say knock this person down, but certain things are happening that are not so successful, and that is actually making this, your person, whoever this is, start to become a bit less egotistical. They're actually going from a very cold energy, hard energy that they've had lately, into a more feeling energy with the King of Cups. This person could actually care about you, but I think what they've done is they've been very cold, they've been quite self-centered, they've been depressed, they've had mental health problems, they didn't want to be honest with you about their mental health problems and how much they struggle. Because they've got a lot of fear. Their mental health really is fear-based energy. That's all it kind of really is. They have a lot of fears, and that's why they're fearful of explaining it to you, okay? And they find it hard to make a decision about their health and about what they're doing and probably about you. Now, What we've got here is a kind of a loving message coming in, really. I think it's actually self-love. I think this is them starting to realise they've got to look after themselves a bit better, because they've got the will and determination here to get over this kind of depression. And maybe they're sort of finding themselves a little bit here. They've definitely got some pain going on the next few days. There's some pain that they're experiencing. They're starting to get more in touch with their feelings with the Page of Cups and the King of Cups, which is surprising, but there we go. It's like the tarot is saying, look, we want to offer you something really decent, but you've got to come down off your high horse and stop being so egotistical if you want something that's really special and good. Now, I think this person's got a lot of negative mind patterns when it comes to relationships, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to connecting with people on a deeper level. I think this person's got a lot of negative mind patterns and a lot of fear around that. And what this person may do sometimes is revert to kind of dominating behaviour, sexual behaviour, or that type of thing, okay? But it is a King of Wands, and it is in the upright position. And the King of Wands is not actually an abusive person. They're not actually a nasty person. So I think this person could be, by the looks of things, realising they do like you, okay? Whether, I mean, this could even be a family member, I don't know, or a friend, but whoever this is, they've had fears about relating to you, about sharing with you, about opening up about how their own vulnerabilities are. But I think, I'm not saying they're going to open up with you, because actually King of Wands is not really somebody that would necessarily talk about their feelings. And I think they're still frightened about talking about their feelings, so I don't think they'll necessarily do that. But I think this person may reach out to you, is what I'm saying with the King of Wands, because King of Wands energy is very much a reaching out kind of energy. So they're surrendering more. They're not sure what they're going to do, but they do want to be more healthy. They've got the Queen of Swords reversed here, so they're starting to surrender more. Like I said, it's almost like they're realising, look, I need to get a grip on my mental health. I need to kind of look after myself better. I need to kind of soften my energy. So I think they may start to go into a bit more acceptance about the way life is, because fighting it has not been making them feel very good. You know, and they have got these purges. They could be going through quite a bit of pain. Lovers reversed. They're sort of delaying a decision around a relationship of some kind, or delaying other decisions. You know, it could be a delayed decision basically, because they're going through pain at the moment, and they're purging their pain. But they are realising they've got to look after themselves, and they want to kind of lift themselves out of a dark time. They don't want to stay stuck in this dark time. They want to lift themselves out of it. I think they do see a great opportunity here. They're waking up. They're going to wake up to this. This is what's going to happen the next couple of days. I think they're realising, wow, you know, all is not lost. I think this person really had felt very lost. They've got the Moon. There's definitely still a lot of negative mind patterns and pain body here, so I wouldn't get too excited about this person, I'll be honest with you. But I think they're going to reach out because they do want some kind of connection, and they do want to be more healthy, but they're going to do it in their own way, unfortunately. And I don't think that, although they're trying to connect more with their feelings, they're trying to look after themselves a bit better. There's a lot of purging going on, you know, so they could be crying a lot, or they could be having days where they just feel really out of sorts because their body's purging out all their old pain, and they could have days where they're just really disgruntled and they don't know why. You know, and it's all in their minds, their mental health, you know, the past. Now, those things haunt them, and that's why they get all disgruntled or upset. But once they get through those couple of days of purging pain body, then they come back to their more normal self, and they're a bit happier. And this person's definitely trying to focus more on their health. They're definitely trying to focus more on getting themselves in a better place than they were. I do feel Spirit's giving this person a bit of a kick up the bum, and trying to awaken them a little bit more. So things probably haven't been going that great for this person. They've got quite a lot of fear about showing vulnerability, so I don't think they're going to completely drop their guard with you at all. But, you know, and they've still got the moon cards. There's still some level of depression going on with this person. But at the same time, the centre of the reading, you know, we've got these two cards. I think they see you. I think they see an opportunity for a healthy new start for themselves. I think they want you to be part of their life. In whatever capacity that is. It may not be as a couple or as a very close friendship, whatever it is, but I think they want you to be there, and I don't think they're going to just let you slip away. But that's fine. I mean, I say to people all the time, you know, even if you can't be really close to somebody, it doesn't mean we've got to cut cords, because that is just, for me, I just think that is very much separation energy. You know, we are all part of the same one. We are all part of the conscious collective, the awakening consciousness. And some people, you know, are awakening a bit more. Maybe some people are still a bit stuck in patterns. Some of us are kind of veering in and out of our patterns, and sometimes we're more awakened, and then sometimes we regress a little bit. So I think there's a lot going on for this person. And what I would say is I wouldn't worry too much about losing them completely, and I wouldn't get too upset. Equally, I wouldn't get too excited about how close you're going to get to this person, and I wouldn't get too excited about their healing. I think this person is going to find their healing journey still quite up and down. And what I would say is as well, don't take things too personally either. When you notice their energy go funny, like, just try to have compassion. It's no different from when we're having a couple of days where we've got a lot of pain body coming up. I know what it's like, and it just makes you feel so sort of like pained and uncomfortable, and it's like you're sort of suffering because your body's just purging out old pain, and you've got stuff coming up. And don't forget, this person still doesn't really understand what's going on when they're like that. They don't know how to process their pain very well. I think they're beginning to learn how to do it in a bit more of a healthy way, because I think there's no devil card here. There's no abusive cards here. I think this person's trying to actually, in their own way, learn to deal with their emotions a bit more positively, even though they've still got a lot of pain body and a lot of depression here. But yeah, I think they definitely want to reach out to you. So don't take it personally if you don't hear from them sometimes. Don't take it personally if they react funny to you sometimes. It's not you, it's actually the fact that they're probably very easily triggered. When you've got a lot of pain body, yeah, you are very easily triggered by anything and anyone. And so when that happens, the pain body feels so intolerable, you know, it just makes you not able to relate to other people. You can't be close to other people because it just feels so intolerable inside yourself to even connect with yourself. So this person sort of shuts themselves away, or they might be quite cold or whatever. But then once they get over their little, you know, blip, and their pain body's kind of sort of subsided back down like it always does, then, you know, you might hear from them again. And I think you will. I think you will continue to hear from this person. So let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what we get with that. They definitely see you as somebody very well put together. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you've shared with those that you love. So I do think they value you in their own way. Let's have a look at what your spirit guides are saying. Expectations. So your spirit guides are trying to manage your expectations with this person. I think you've got to be really brutally honest with yourself, because the thing with the ego mind is it wants to attach to other people, relationships, because the ego is in separation and it always feels alone. Now, the ego is not really who you are. And who you really are is the self, the consciousness, the spirit within. And that is always in a place of bliss and harmony and oneness. So it's not really possible to feel lonely when you are reconnected back with self. So that's why it's so important to ignore the ego mind, because when you're in the ego mind, it will constantly perceive lack, it will constantly perceive loneliness, and it will want to attach to other people. So try to be very vigilant to your mind doing that when it wants to attach to this person, because your spirit guides are trying to manage your expectations. The ego mind will have hopes and desires and dreams that this person's going to heal themselves and they're going to, you know, want a relationship with me. But I think you've got to really work with your spirit guides, come back within yourself and, you know, really feel the love of your loved ones in spirit, because you know, they're trying to guide you back home to yourself to help you find the love within you, you know. You know, this person, yes, this person can be part of your life, but they're not going to be able to give you that love because this person has got their own work to do, you know. And that's where your spirit guides are trying to manage your expectations. Because otherwise you can end up living in a bit of a dream world where it's like you're just clinging on to this hope and this idea, and that can be really hard because it creates more suffering in your own mind, you know. Let's have a look at a self-mastery card here for ourselves, because it is a hard journey when you really, you know, care about somebody and you're seeing them in this pain, and you know, you just want them to awaken and you want them to value you. I mean, I do think this person does value you in their own way, and I think they, like I say, they do want you in their life. They just can't really do what you would like them, what your ego would like them to do. Now we've got here transformation. Okay, so this is for you now. I move into that quiet stillness of the chrysalis, letting the agents of change work upon me deep within, waiting patiently, doing the inner work until the moment comes to emerge triumphant. So I'll read that again. I move into that quiet stillness of the chrysalis, letting the agents of change work upon me deep within, waiting patiently, doing the inner work until the moment comes to emerge triumphant. You know, and it is a gradual process of learning to stop the mind going outward to attachments, relationships, other things, other addictions, other habits, and take your attention off those things and put the mind back in here. Put the attention back in here. And, you know, it's not easy, but the more you start to do it, the more you start to realise the love is in here. And it's not something that I ever understood, but I do now, and it's well worth it, believe me. And you know, you can book in if you're interested in doing it. But like I said, just settle yourself. Don't panic. This person still is going to be there. This person still does care. So you're not going to lose anyone. You know, it's just all you're actually going to do is gain yourself. Got here, new growth, leaves and fruits come forth with spring. Enlightenment comes hand in hand with the perfection of wisdom. So it's very wise to turn your attention towards the self, because you'll find that you like your own vibration, and you'll find that you end up loving your own vibration because it's the same vibration as spirit. And that is very wise. It's not wise to keep looking outside of yourself for love, because it's ultimately 3D reality, and 3D reality is unstable, you know. So yeah, something about the spring here as well. New growth, leaves and fruits come forth with spring. Enlightenment comes hand in hand with perfection of wisdom. So taking wise action will lead you towards the enlightenment, the love within. So, you know, it's difficult to do it at first because you're not sure, am I really going to feel this love inside me? Am I really going to feel better? Because the pattern is so strong towards this person. But, you know, it really is you know, looking like this is the best thing to do with this reading, okay? I'm talking about this reading right here. So let's have a look at, this is a Louise Hay I Can Do It card. Just to finish off with our energy, you know, let's pull it back to us and our growth. I take a deep breath and allow myself to relax. My whole body calms down. It does not matter what other people say or do. How I choose to react is what matters, and what I choose to believe about myself. Okay? So you don't have to justify your life. You don't have to explain your life. The consciousness alone is. The spirit within you alone is. And you can just let everybody else in the matrix get on with it. Let them go off into samsara. Let them go off into addiction. Let them go off into chasing things. And you just be peaceful, abiding in the self. So that's the message. Relax, okay? Relax. This person's not going anywhere. They do care in their own way, but they have got a lot of work to do. And you're coming back to the self. You're supported by your spirit guides with your expectations. And you're going through a very deep transformation, okay? So if you do like the reading, thanks for giving me a thumbs up. If you'd like a one-to-one tarot, you can contact me on any of the means below. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of peace across Gaia, wherever you are, for your end of the week.